children, I hope you have gone through my previous video, and today we will continue further. In my previous video, we have studied about the preparation of carboxylic acid. Today we will study about the physical properties. Now, aliphatic carboxylic acids up to 9 carbon atoms are colorless liquids at room temperature with unpleasant smell. Higher acids are wax-like solids with no smell. Carboxylic acids, they have a higher boiling point than aldehyde, ketones and alcohols of comparable molecular masses because they can form intermolecular hydrogen bond. This also increases their solubility in water. Solubility decreases with increase in number of carbon atoms. Benzoic acid is nearly insoluble in water but soluble in hot water. Benzene, ether, chloroform, etc. Now, carboxylic acids, they exist as dimer in vapor phase. Okay, dimer means two molecules combined together by hydrogen bond. Now, next is the chemical properties. First is the reactions which involve cleavage of OH group bond. So, in this, first is acidic character. Carboxylic acids, they ionize in water to give hydronium ion. RCOOH plus H2O, they give you RCOO minus plus H3O plus. RCOO minus is carboxylate ion, H3O plus is hydronium ion. Now the carboxylate ions, they are stable due to resonance. Strong acids have pKa values less than 1. Acids with pKa value between 1 and 5 are considered to be moderately strong acids. Weak acids have pKa value between 5 and 15, and extremely weak acids have pKa values greater than 15. Carboxylic acids are weaker acids than mineral acids but stronger than alcohols and phenols. Now next is the reaction of carboxylic acid with metals, alkalis and bicarbonates. So with RCOOH, when it reacts with metal, suppose sodium, the hydrogen will get replaced by the metal. So you get 2RCOONA plus H2. Similarly, when RCOOH reacts with NaOH, you will get RCOONA plus H2O. When RCOOH reacts with bicarbonate, NaHCO3, again you will get RCOONA plus H2O plus CO2. So in all the cases you are getting RCOONA. Okay, sodium carboxylate. Now next is reaction involving cleavage of carbon and hydroxyl OH bond, COH bond. In this, first is formation of anhydride. When ethanoic acid, two molecules of ethanoic acid, they combine in presence of concentrated H2SO4 or phosphorus pentoxide P2O5, and when heating is done, they give anhydride, ethanoic anhydride. See, from the first molecule hydrogen is removed and from the second molecule OH is removed, and you get CH3COO COCH3, that is ethanoic anhydride plus water. Next reaction is esterification. When carboxylic acid reacts with alcohol, it forms an ester, RCOOH plus HOR dash. This will give you RCOOR dash plus H2O. This is an ester. R and R dash can be same or they can be different alkyl groups. Next chemical property is reaction with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2. Now when in all the three cases RCOCl is formed. See over here, when RCOH reacts with PCl5, it gives you RCOCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. When 3RCOOH combine with PCl3, they give you 3RCOCl plus H3PO3. Again RCOOH combines with SOCl2. SOCl2 is thionyl chloride. it gives you RCOCl plus SO2 plus HCl. So for formation of RCOCl, the third reaction with thionyl chloride is preferred because the other two products SO2 and HCl, they are gaseous and they escape, and we are left with RCOCl. Now next is reaction with ammonia. Acetic acid reacts with ammonia to give you ammonium acetate, CH3COH plus NH3. It gives you CH3COO NH4 plus, which on heating, this is unstable compound, COO minus NH4 plus. So on heating, it loses one molecule of water and it gives you CH3CO NH2, that is acetamide. Okay, first it forms ammonium acetate and then it forms acetamide. Similarly, benzoic acid C6H5COH plus NH3, this will first give you ammonium benzate C6H5COO NH4. Then on heating, it will lose one molecule of water and it will give you C6H5CO NH2. Now next is reactions involving COOH groups. In this, the first reaction that we will study is reduction. So RCOOH in presence of lithium aluminium hydride or boron hydride B2H6 or hydronium ion H3O plus, it gives you primary alcohol RCH2OH. This is reduction. You get primary alcohol from carboxylic acid. Next reaction is decarboxylation. Now sodium salts of carboxylic acids on heating with soda lime 3:1 ratio of NaOH and CaO give alkane. So when RCOONa is treated with NaOH in presence of calcium oxide, it gives you RH plus Na2CO3. Even Kolbe's electrolysis works on the same principle. 2CH3COH splits into 2CH3COO minus plus 2K plus. Then at anode, this 2CH3COO minus gives 2 electrons and makes 2CH3COO, which splits into CH3CH3 plus 2CO2. And at cathode, the two potassium ions, they accept the 2 electrons which are released and they form 2K, which on reacting with water, 2 molecules of water give 2KOH plus H2. So that is Kolbe's electrolysis, and alkane is formed at anode. Now next is reactions involving alkyl group. In this, first reaction is halogenation. So carboxylic acids having alpha hydrogen are halogenated at alpha position on reaction with chlorine or bromine in presence of red phosphorus to give alpha halocarboxylic acid. This reaction is known as Hell-Vollard-Zelinsky reaction. It is called as Hell-Vollard-Zelinsky reaction. Okay, the halogenation is called as Hell-Vollard-Zelinsky reaction. The reaction is RCH2COOH plus X2. That means any halogen, it can be Cl2, Br2. In presence of red phosphorus and water gives you RCHX COOH plus HX, that is alpha halocarboxylic acid. Let us take an example. Suppose we take CH3COH plus Cl2. In presence of red phosphorus, it will give you ClCH2COOH, which on further treating with chlorine in presence of phosphorus will give you Cl2CHCOOH. On further treating with chlorine in presence of phosphorus, it will give you CCl3COOH. Okay, so this reaction is called as, all the hydrogen have been replaced by halogens. So this is called as Hell-Vollard-Zelinsky reaction. Next property is ring substitution. Now ring substitution mein the benzoic acid is treated with concentrated H2SO4. It gives you C6H5COOH and SO3H. They get attached over here. COH is already present on the first carbon, because wherever COOH will be, that carbon will be labeled as 1. Carboxylic acid is highest in the priority table of functional groups, and SO3 will come at the third carbon. So this condition in which attachment is on first and third carbon, that is called as meta. So it will be called as meta carboxybenzene sulfonic acid plus H2O. Similarly, when benzoic acid is treated with concentrated HNO3 in presence of concentrated H2SO4, then NO2 group gets attached on the third carbon. So you get meta nitrobenzene benzoic acid. Okay, nitro group attaches itself as a side chain on the third carbon plus H2O. So this is called as ring substitution. Now benzoic acid or other aromatic carboxylic acids do not show Friedel-Crafts reaction because carboxyl group is deactivating and aluminium chloride or ferric chloride get bonded to carboxyl group. Now next, these were the chemical properties of benzoic acid. Now next is test for formic acid. These are the properties all of not just benzoic acid, all the carboxylic acids. Now next is test for formic acid. Formic acid gives effervescence, that is bubbles with carbon dioxide with Na2CO3 or NaHCO3, be it sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. When formic acid is treated mixed with it, then bubbles of carbon dioxide come out. So carbon dioxide escapes from there. That is called as effervescence. Next is formic acid. It gives silver mirror test with Tollens reagent. So HCOOH, that is formic acid, when it is treated with Tollens reagent is ammonical silver nitrate. So silver hydroxide. So that is NH3 whole twice AgOH. AgNH3 whole twice OH and HCOOH, when they are heated together, they give you CO2 plus 2H2O plus 2Ag as precipitate. This is the silver mirror, plus ammonia 4NH3. Okay. Next, formic acid gives a red brown precipitate with Fehling solution. Fehling solution is copper ions. So HCOO minus plus 2CO2 plus 5OH minus. On heating, it gives you brown precipitate, red brown precipitate of CO2O plus CO3 2 minus plus 3H2O. Next test of formic acid is when formic acid is treated with KMNO4. KMNO4 solution is pink in color. So formic acid decolorizes KMNO4. So 2 KMNO4 plus 3H2SO4 plus 5HCOOH. It gives you K2SO4 plus 2MnSO4 plus 5H2O plus 5CO2 plus 8H2O. So the pink color of the acidified KMNO4, that is why we have taken H2SO4. It is acidified KMNO4. So pink color of KMNO4, potassium permanganate, disappears in presence of formic acid. Formic acid gives a white precipitate which turns grey on reaction with mercuric chloride. HCOOH plus 2HgCl2 gives you Hg2Cl2, that is the white precipitate, plus carbon dioxide plus HCl. Now this Hg2Cl2 plus HCOOH gives you 2Hg, that is grey color, silver, grey color mercury, plus 2HCl plus CO2. So these are the tests of formic acid. Next we have to study uses of formic acid. Formic acid is used as reducing agent, as an antiseptic, as a preservative, in medicine for gout, and in coloring or dyeing textiles. Now next is test for acetic acid. Acetic acid gives a wine red color with neutral FeCl3 solution. On heating with ethanol in presence of H2SO4, acetic acid gives a pleasant fruity smell due to formation of ester. Now, what are the uses of acetic acid? Acetic acid is used as vinegar, sirka you call it, okay. Then it is used as solvent for resins, and it is used in preparation of acetyl chloride, acetic anhydride, etc. Next is test for benzoic acid. Benzoic acid gives a buff color precipitate with neutral FeCl3. Buff color is the color of skin. So benzoyl chloride gives buff color precipitate with FeCl3 solution. It gives sweet smelling ester on warming with ethanol and a little concentrated H2SO4. Now the uses of benzoic acid: it is used as food preservative in form of sodium benzoate. It is used in perfumery, in medicine as urinary antiseptic, and for treatment of skin diseases like eczema.